This segment will familiarize you with the safety operation and maintenance of your new 175-pound tow drop spreader. Make sure all tractor and spreader operators thoroughly read the manuals before attempting operation or assembly. Read the chemical label for instructions and cautions for handling and applying chemicals. Never allow children to operate the tractor or spreader attachment. Do not allow anyone to operate the tractor or spreader without proper instructions. Do not allow anyone to ride or sit on the spreader. Wear eye and hand protection when handling and using lawn chemicals. Always begin with the transmission in first gear and gradually increase speed as conditions permit. The maximum towing speed is 6 miles per hour. Do not drive too close to a creek or ditch. Be alert for holes and other hazards which could cause you to lose control of the tractor and spreader. Before operating the vehicle on any grade, refer to the safety rules in the vehicle's owner's manual concerning safe operation on slopes. Stay off steep slopes. Follow maintenance and lubrication instructions as outlined in the manual. Refer to the instruction label on the material package and to the instruction decal on your spreader to help determine the proper spreader setting and application rate. Adjust the flow control gauge to the recommended setting. Determine the approximate area to be covered and estimate the amount of fertilizer or seed required. Move the spreader to the starting point. Making sure the flow control arm is in the off position and fill the upper hopper, breaking up any lumps. Start towing the spreader, then move the flow control arm to the on position. If the arm moves while towing, tighten the 2 nuts attaching the arm. The recommended towing speed while spreading is 3 miles per hour. Always place the flow control arm in the off position to prevent excess fertilizer from being released when filling the spreader and when stopping or turning. Avoid towing the spreader with the tow plate closed when using granular material. A closed tow plate could cause the rotating agitator to reduce the material to powder, compacting it at the bottom of the hopper. Start with a low flow setting until you determine the setting that is best. The flow setting should be reduced for speeds below 3 miles per hour and increased for speeds above 3 miles per hour. To avoid misses or striping, overlap the previous wheel tracks by approximately 4 to 5 inches. The spread width of the spreader is approximately 40 inches. Make 2 or 3 passes across both ends of the area, then apply material back and forth as shown. Use the end areas for turning around, shutting off the spreader as you enter the end areas and turning on the spreader as you leave. If the lawn is odd-shaped, spread the border around the edges and then spread between the borders. Avoid getting weed control chemicals on ornamental plants. Weed control chemicals can damage these plants. Always empty the spreader after each use, storing leftover material in its original bag. Wash the spreader and dry thoroughly after each use. Apply a few drops of oil to all moving parts. Check all nuts and bolts for tightness before each use. Keep tires inflated to the pressure recommended on the sidewall.